Fourth time lucky. What do you know? My god! Could it be? There's no echo. I can actually stream now. My god! Yes! Yes! What have you unleashed on the world now? God, what have you unleashed? Alright, so I have decided that we would play a little bit of Alekhine's gun. It's named after a chess move. Ooh, maximum games. It's kind of like a poor man's Hitman. I suppose before I go any further, I should introduce myself. I'm Dinnerinc. I don't have a name, I'm just called Dinnerinc. And for the foreseeable future, I'm playing video games and streaming them. If you haven't worked that out already, there's something wrong with you. So, what is Alekhine's gun? As I said, budget Hitman. It was produced by, I think, 1C, Moscow company. Maybe Ukrainian, I don't know, Russian, Ukrainian. And they specialize in a lot of simulating games. And essentially, these sort of games tend to be more directed at a niche market. I would say this is going to appeal to the same kind of players that play Hitman. Maybe a little bit more so. Ah, jeez. Yeah, okay. Turning my phone off. It's like being in a cinema. Yeah, so this game will probably be more suited to people who like Hitman. It's not a milsim. It's basically just Hitman. So I thought we'd just jump right in, have a bit of fun. I've already played the game before, but it's been a little while, so I'm going to be a bit rusty. Hopefully you're all snug and comfortable, or if you're just waking up, you get a coffee, sit down, be comfortable. Let's try to have a bit of fun watching. And in my case, playing budget Hitman or Death to Spies 3. And since I haven't played this in a little while, I think I'm going to stick with normal. As you can see, there is a little bit of a difference. Easy means that you can change clothes even if I think you shoot the characters. It's just very similar mechanics to Hitman. In that if you soil your victim, you tend to not have the capacity to disguise into their clothing. I guess this guy's a little bit better off because I think Strogov is his name. Beef Stroganoff or whatever. He doesn't have a barcode on the back of his head, so it's mildly less ridiculous. But in the harder difficulties, it can be a little bit less forgiving, so I think we're going to stick with normal. And now I'm going to shut up for the cutscene.
President Kennedy was shot today. An hour later, my family was murdered. I have nothing left, no future to live for. Those who shook my hands and swore on the Constitution to defend our country betrayed us all. 23 years in the CIA, and this is where I end up. What kind of man fails to protect his wife and son? I'm so sorry, Sean.
Somebody who uses Gillette
Barb.
I mean, shush.
There's no sense in asking for forgiveness. There's no sense in imagining what I could have done differently.
And we all lived happily ever after.
Not so long ago I was asked about how this story began. And I remembered not the Caribbean crisis, not the hydrogen bomb, not even the conference in Yalta that divided the world in two. Everything started much earlier for me. In 1943, I received a mission from HQ. I had to infiltrate the Berganes fortress in Norway. I first met Vincent Rambaldi there, in Bergen. That was where everything started.
My god, you can tell the plot's thickening by the music change. So, as you can see, this game has its own little storyline. There are 2 games prior to this. Maybe I'll play them another time. Depends on how many people watch, and you know, how well it works out. By the way, if you have any messages, you're quite welcome to use the chat. Particularly if they're commenting on my crappy gaming. Be happy to read all of them in full. So, again, like Hitman, we have a series of objectives. Use the front gates to infiltrate the castle. Every 2 weeks a vehicle containing supplies comes that passes the minimum checks. Security in the courtyard is minor, several guards and single patrols. Seems simple enough. And then we have the elimination task. Martin Fitchner, born February 24th, 1909, Munich, Bavaria, Germany. He has a younger brother, Erich Fitchner, born January 2nd, 1914. Reliable information on his extended family is non-existent. Presumably hidden or removed by Fitchner himself. Goddamn Finch. In 1926, Martin was employed as a paper boy in the editorial office of Volkschier Beobachter and joined the Nazi Party in 1929. In 1934, he was promoted to the SS, and you can read the rest, because I'm not doing that. Oi! But effectively, this guy we have to kill. Why am I explaining this to you? Anybody. We all play video games. So I have to destroy the tape, which has recordings of, I don't know, Fitchner's hentai. Tape must be destroyed beyond recovery. Probably a good thing. Eliminate Dr. Hans Heinrich. Yeah, I suppose I probably should read it, shouldn't I? Let's go from... After graduation, he remained in Munich from 1915 till the end of the First World War. He made trips to hospitals on the front lines to study the bodies of dead soldiers and to collect material for research. This study resulted in 2 scientific papers in physiology, which were published in 1919 and 1922. As a member of the Nazi Party since 1934, he is known for being an active promoter of racial theory in the scientific community. Since 1939, together with Franz Weyers, he has started working on the project KD 22010114 after the death of Weyers in 1941, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's all interesting. Let's just play the damn game. So, mentioning Hitman again. Boy, that must be getting annoying by now. Same sort of thing. We have items that we pick. It's a little bit different, I suppose, in some ways to... Oh, actually no, come to think of it, it is pretty similar. You've got a set number of spaces. I suppose that's the only different part. Hitman, I think you can pick up as many items as you like, within reason. In this, you only have 6 blocks, I believe, and possibly maybe one other item you can pick up along the way. A couple of these things I've already unlocked from playing. I wasn't able to reset that, but essentially you've got your all standard types of devices for distracting guards or eliminating guards quietly or sometimes quite noisily. I'd like to take the silent approach. I think that makes for a much better game, particularly since if you've read anything about this game, the gunplay isn't particularly good, and it is a stealth game, so it makes more sense to play in stealth. So, with that in mind, I think we'll take the Walther PPK, because that's Bond's gun. And, let's see, combat knife, some chloroform we've already got, Garrett, and maybe one decoy. And I suppose this is the other thing worth mentioning. You can actually upgrade things. Maybe it's a little bit unfair that I have all the upgrades already, but meh. Here we go. Hand rubbing intensifies. No, we do not want... No, I won't do the tutorial, but I will quickly check the controls. Why do I have this horrible feeling it's going to be a complete failure in the next 10 minutes or less? Map, task, objectives, whistle. Okay. Alright. So, here we are in sunny and heavily post-filtered Norway, 1943. I think it was that, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll just pretend it's Norway. Now, I must admit, when I was trying to set this game up, I sort of figured this out fairly quickly. I remembered this bit fairly easily. Mostly because getting this game's sound to work with my microphone was awfully finicky. This is my first stream, so I've never really done this before. But that said, it was incredibly finicky. So, I guess the other point to mention is, like a lot of these stealth games, there's always a pattern. Your success seems to depend on your ability to detect said patterns and act accordingly. Like that. See? Germans having a cigar break. Cigarette break. Führer will not be happy. Let's get a good shot just to trigger off every snowflake there is. Or the Gillette-wearing, wielding snowflakes. Anyway, so... I suppose this is another thing I should mention. If anyone is watching, God forbid anybody is, and if they were, they've probably left by now, but I was sort of thinking that I would play this game by adding a little bit of... like, a little bit of difficulty myself, because at times the game can be a bit sort of easy. Like, for instance, me being able to take this clothing here, where this guy just sort of sits there, doesn't make a lot of sense. Heavy belt and everything. Sort of silly. It makes more sense that I have to knock him out first. So, from this point on, I think if something doesn't make sense, I won't do it. Semyon, look at that. That's ridiculous. So, listening to his German iPod or something. That's good tea. So, now that we have a disguise, makes no sense to be sneaking around. Let's just walk around. Be all German-like. Sort of, I suppose the other thing too is, this game it's sort of like I'm just thinking it's so easy to break the AI in this game. Oh man, at times they can be really quite daft. Okay, so we're in. For instance, like that, a proper sentry would stop you, you would think. But not that German sentry. He's like, huh? And yeah, walks straight through. Top kick. So I reckon here's a good place to have a look at our map. And like a lot of these games too, there is a variety of ways to kill said target. Many of them are scripted, and of course there's a grand amount of satisfaction that comes from being able to pull them off. Righto. Don't know that the music really suits this game either. It's a bit modern. I may actually turn it off in a few moments. So, for those who are just tuning in or don't know what this game is, it's Alekhine's gun. That little exclamation mark that just appears is my suspicion meter. So if I linger around, or you know, look like I'm up to no good, or do something stupid, the suspicion meter gradually, or sometimes very rapidly, does a full circle, and when it hits the full circle, all the guards, pardon me, in the immediate vicinity become alerted. And of course, we don't want that because we're playing a stealth game. Hint, hint. So, like for instance, it doesn't look like I'm allowed down here, and he's getting a little bit pissed off that I'm lingering around. And that's probably the reason why, because as you can see, that's the officer that we were looking at before, the one we want to kill, and that's probably his quarters.
How much longer do I need to wait for this idiot?
Chances are the items that we require will be in there as well, namely the cassette that we need to destroy. But the question is how? It's a little bit of a trick I remember from one of the early demos of the game. Little door here. And you see that was a little yeah, we'll just save over that one. Little mini game that appears. It's a important feature to save quite regularly. This is the sort of game that if you're not careful, you'll be caught with your pants down very quickly. No homo. Now, the question should be, do we want to play this without causing any casualties? If we do, it could be quite tricky. Yeah, see, I don't seem to be allowed in this area. I probably need to be dressed as they are, so probably need to try and get a worker's uniform from somewhere.
Huh?
Oh. Just walked past an officer, probably wasn't a good idea. I don't suppose any of these would have... No, doesn't look like it. So, chances are we want to go outside. And see if we can find a German worker's uniform. Which really makes no sense to me because the guy's basically just wearing an undershirt and the same pants. But, whatevs. So, might be a good idea to just stalk and see what we can find. See if any of these guys are going to go anywhere specific. Probably the best bet would be to take one out inside that building.
Stop! Sonst schieße!
Oh. Yep, not allowed there. Now, since I'm being really rookie and having to relearn the controls, pretty sure we'll find something in here that helps us out. Like throw a rock or something. Get attention that way. Raise attractor device. Ah, yes, very good. Of course. Had I not been so haphazard, I would have remembered that I've equipped a decoy device. So let's try to use that. Yeah, because running past 2 sentries doesn't really seem like a non-German thing to do. In we go. And alright. Maybe that isn't going to work. Now, from memory, there was a way around this. I also should mention there's this feature as well. It's sort of like an instinct. I'm not sure I really want to use that. If I can get the officer's uniform, things might be a little bit easier as well. So, maybe for the sake of building up more tension, let's try to follow him if the window decides to open. What? What? Oh boy! Yes, of course, this would only happen when I'm streaming. Oh boy. Oh goody. His loop is looking at the looking at the abandoned part of the church building, or whatever that is, and walking back inside. Oh god. Oh boy. Alright. I'm dying. Why, God, why? But I don't want. Okay, just... They don't want me in there either. Actually, I've got an idea, and it's a fairly reasonable one. It essentially goes like this. Oh, yeah. My permit papers. Yeah. Ithra papiro. It's funny, they let me go out, they just wouldn't let me go back in. Dat sagen ich haben Papiere. Alright, so I guess the question is, where would there be papers, or permit papers, in such a place? I guess we're going to have to find out. Okay, we're back to this spot. And that was up there. They're just books. I don't want the books! Take a look at what's on the other side. Scoot past this rather square-jawed German. The other thing about this game is there's plenty of clues littered around if you littered around. You sometimes have to sort of trial and error to find them. It can be as simple as a number for a phone, overhearing a conversation, things like that. I'm sort of half hoping that I can get through this area without having too much suspicion. I suppose the other thing is sometimes too you have clues that lie within the story, but I don't think we had anything there. It was pretty run-of-the-mill. German officer does German stuff, blah blah blah. I did not see that coming. Huh. Oh, that's so funny. Not really. This would also be a little bit easier if I could manage to get a I don't know what you call them, SS Elite Guard or something. The uniforms in this game are a little bit inaccurate, from what I understand. So, let's continue along here, just have a look around. And we're back to here. Not making much progress. Time for another sip of tea. Excuse me a moment. Okay.
Hier dürfen sich nur Offiziere aufhalten.
Offizier. Okay. Aha! Note. Inventory. There I was getting excited. Oh, look, we found a clue. And no, it's it's just some bloody letter. Oh boy. Now, I wouldn't mind betting the very, very small amount of money that I have in my bank account currently that that vase can be poisoned in some form. The thing he's drinking out of, just can't remember how to do it, if there's a way to do it. I think he just said oy vey. Too many guards. We won't end well. And we're back to here. Shit bricks. Alright. I know where this leads to. It's goes down to a area where we find someone a little later on.
Are you the American? The one everyone keeps talking about?
You're the Russian. The one no one talks about. I'm kidding. I was told the Russians were interested in Heinrich. Look, maybe we can work something out.
Looks like you're the only one who needs help here.
To hell with this. I have something you'll want. You just let me out of here.
Be more specific.
Documents. Heinrich was working on the serum. It's all in the folder. Formulas, reports of the tests they were working on.
Hurry up.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any cigarettes on you, would you?
Ask the Germans. You know how much they love tobacco.
Oh, jeez, the microphone was all over the place in that. Okay, so somehow we stumbled across progress. Okay, so now we have another objective. Okay, well, obviously this is going to be our exfiltration point. And he's just going to stand there in the meantime. I also recall this leads to the back courtyard. go ahead. I'm just going to practice. Yeah. Not at all suspicious. And I can't lecture people without doing the same thing myself. Must save, must save. Squawk! Could have sworn there was a place for papers around here somewhere. I wonder if this is an area I'm not supposed to go in, if there's something in there that maybe I can utilize. I said aforementioned papers. Probably not, but I can see why they don't want me in here. It's gasoline. And of course, 1943, I think the Germans probably want to make sure all of their gasoline is safe from prying Russian bastards like me. Alright, back to our buggy window. Jump in. I suppose that's the other thing worth mentioning too, is the higher difficulty levels tend to have more difficulty in the sense of you have less opportunities to do something, or sometimes more patrols or more scripted events that make things that you want to do just that little bit more difficult. What is that German doing in the background? Okay, alright, so I'm now going to do the painfully agonizing task of sitting here and timing when this guy walks back and forth. So thankfully the guy's walking out just now. We'll start timing it from this point. Another swig of tea, gotta have some tea. Keep them fluids up, boys and girls. Alright, so we're on probably about 20-30 seconds. Thereabouts. When I said timing, I didn't mean crazy timing, but so there it is. We've got a fair margin to deal with at least one body in that time. And granted that that guy is facing that way, seems fairly tired, we might be able to get away with chloroforming. At the very least, the guy who comes back in, the one with the worker's uniform, we'll take his uniform, we'll go upstairs, and we'll go into that area we can't go into, which no doubt will have one of the Germans that we have to eliminate in it. I only know this because I took a look at the map and have played this level before. Was the original demo level, but as I said a little while back, it has been a while. So here is the other problem that presents itself with these sort of games, is sometimes you have a timer for one person walking back and forth that a secondary person that might intercept that, unfortunately, isn't, it's a slightly off kilter. It's not exactly the same timing, which of course is where the element of difficulty comes in to such a game. As I proceed to sound like a 50-year-old yet again. Alright, so here we are. This might require one more of them leaving and then coming back in. I'm not too sure. I was actually thinking what I would do. Ah, damn it. Oh, this is moderately frustrating. I can't believe this is so annoying. Okay, now we've got his attention. This is really cheap, but I can't think of any other way to do it at the moment. Nice. And there's the chloroform. And we'd better very, very, very quickly close the door. Okay. Time to use his closing. And look at that, wouldn't you believe it? It just fits perfectly, despite the fact I'm nowhere near as ripped as this now sleeping German. There we go. Okay. So, I always found this game ironic too. These sort of games, you know, you disguise. I've already walked through here about 5 or 6 times. Nobody paid enough attention to look at my face. And that wasn't suspicious at all. And I can just walk in with another costume. Shouldn't they be giving them makeup kits or something? Alright, so. I suppose I'm being pedantic. It would probably make the game several times more difficult, so hopefully this removes our suspicion. Meters. Ah, geez, you gotta be kidding. Nope, it does not. That is a little bit frustrating. Ah, there's 2 of them.
Sie haben hier nichts verloren.
I've got no right to be here. Okay. I've got an idea. There was a notepad just to the left of the desk. That'll have a number in it. I'll use the phone to call the guard or someone down, and then I'll go from there. Jesus Christ, those biceps.
Sie haben hier nichts verloren. Verdammt!
Oh, that didn't work. Oh well.
Verdammt!
Oh no, no! What's happening? Punch him, damn it! Oh jeez, thank Christ we saved. I knew I was gonna blow it. Oh wow, that is really sad. Here I was thinking, yay, we were almost gonna get there. Also, I don't understand how it you know, how the hell can you knock people out that way? That's just ridiculous. Or breaking necks. What the hell? I always hated that in media. It never makes any sense. Alright, so we We're gonna have to find a less cheaty way to do it. Guess I'm trying to speed things up a tiny bit. It's a little hard doing stealth streams with games. You've sort of gotta keep talking, you know. It's oftentimes a lot of not saying things. So since we're basically excuse me, passed right earlier. Since we're essentially no different, kind of makes sense now when I think about it. I'm not going to bother taking out that guard. He's so clearly watching me. If I touch it, I know I'm just it's going to be the end. Oh, jeez. So I was so certain that guy wasn't in there. It's puzzling me that must have been a different officer. So I suppose that would be... Perhaps that's what I need to do. I need to go after that officer. Probably remove that guard first, which was the same one as before, I think. And then do exactly the same thing. Except this time we'll be taking the officer's uniform upstairs. Damn it. Really? Really? I was gonna say, Jesus Christ game. Oh boy. So, it's not really that bad, graphically speaking, for a game that got delayed as long as it did. That probably should have come out around 2011. And, you know, this game had a lot of trouble getting off the ground. This game, I believe, lost its publisher and lost its funding and probably lost most of its team for a large portion of the period that it was in development. Yeah, because this isn't sus either. There we go. So, now I have no more chloroform. I'm gonna have to make do with whatever else I find. Second World War problems. Smush problems. There we go. Officer's clothing. Wonder if I'll put on the glasses. Oh yes! Look at that. Ringo Starr and the German Wehrmacht. If this gives me any suspicion, I'll be kicking. Good.
Hitler!
Yes. Oh, really? Oh, yay! No, no. Oh, jeez. Yes. Oh, God. Oh, wow. I'm getting way too excited over that. Imminent Twitch ban. No. Oh, God. Hang on. I forgot. That's right. I'm a German officer. Yes, you should just walk around and get Siggity Hiles wherever I go. Oh, wait, what? Oh, never mind.
Huh?
What? What? Where's my Ziggity Hiles?
Herr Hitler!
That's it. What about you? Huh? What? You're looking away. No. Jeez, that's it. I'm putting him on my Führer's hate list. Jesus. Jeez, I must smell bad or something. I suppose I probably smell like chloroform. Oh well.
Herr Hitler!
There we go. Okay, maybe the game's just having a fit or something. Alright, so... Okay, that's mildly suspicious. See, there's that note I was talking about. Read wall note. Okay. So. I think it's a fairly reasonable thing we're going to do here. So we're going to use the phone. Ring, ring.
What? I'll be right down.
I wonder if he'll be able to see himself. Alright, so... see his way out. So, he is going to...
Heil Hitler!
Yes, he is going to Heil Hitler, and the other guy is going to walk out this way, and... oh, Jesus Christ. No, just keep walking. I'm just, you know, adjusting my medals and stuff over here. Oh, look, I've got a... I'm cross second class. Aren't I clever? Alright,
Heil Hitler!
closes the door on the Heil Hitler. And I don't want to stuff this up, so first things first. Going to save. I'm going to quickly check my controls. Because that was... oh, jeez, that was embarrassing. Before... Right, so Garrod, pistol, machine gun... Question is, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Hilfe!
Ah! Put the gun away! Pick the body up. Oh, no, no, no. Quick, quick, quick! Move! Oh, jeez. Put the body in there. Yep, that'll do. And, of course, no one's going to notice the blood or anything. Why is he... oh, what?
Verdammt!
Okay, that was not meant to happen. Oh, I used the wrong gun. Oh, why?
Oh, verdammt!
Yeah, stealth game. I don't suppose I'm going to be able to put all these bodies in that. Oh no. Oh, why? Why did I pick stealth? Jesus Christ. Oh boy. So, I'm pretty sure at this point that would be the end. Every German in a 1 mile vicinity would be on their way to the castle at this point, but I guess it's lucky that it's a video game. I suppose we could at least put I don't know, I suppose we'll put what's his name, German Snake Plissken in the other cupboard over here as well. There we go. Nice and comfy for German Snake Plissken. Alright. And just I don't know, because I want to be nice and tidy. Well, he's well and truly dead. Key to doctor's room. Oh, it's so tempting to switch that button. I just sort of just want to see what happens. Oh no, instant Twitch ban number 2. Okay, alright. I suppose I can get away with blood being on the doctor's outfit because there's blood everywhere here. So, like, how does blood get there? Never mind. Close the door. Hope there isn't the 6th Panzer Army outside waiting for me to walk out with their guns ready. See, so think that guy's like, I don't know what's happening, but I'll just sniff my underarms to find. Maybe that was where the noise came from. Oh, jeez. And we didn't even have to use the generator. Pretty sure my rating for this is going to be pretty terrible. Alright, so, just an update. We have eliminated Hans Heinrich, the guy with the doctor's outfit, and I'd better move, just in case that guy starts to recognize me.
Im Lazarett schon so viele. Ja, wenn ich einmal verwundet werde, laufe ich gleich zu.
Yeah, exactly, mates. That's, yeah, 100%. Alright. I should probably avoid the nurse. She's probably, or has the possibility of identifying me, I would imagine. So I say that and immediately proceed back to the same spot she was at. Okay. Alright. Oh, really? Oh. Oh, jeez! Oh, like, how did I get spotted? And wow, I really don't know that having Q as a number is a good thing for, or letter is a good thing for, throw down the well. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I'm so tempted. Oh, no! Oh, jeez, don't mind me, I'm just admiring the well. And Giraffes, I don't know. Just go away, man. No way. No way. Oh, jeez. Oh, I so want to do that now. But we'd have to get rid of the guard up the top and down the bottom. That's so clever. Okay. I did not know you could do that. It's stuff like that, you know, rather than the pathetic precision I had before in using both the wrong gun and then having to kill 3 extra people. Or 4 extra people, I can't remember. But it's when you get things working just right. Oh man. These games can be very satisfying. So, sort of half wonder if there's a way to poison a cigarette. So, I wonder if he'll let me in. Oh, yep, he will. And there's the reason. And there's some poison. Although, Ah, see. Now, we play the waiting game. I get the feeling I remember reading as a hint or something that this guy will come in, he has excessive stomach problems or something. We picked up a syringe, it only has to have air in it, and we can eliminate him that way. Or use the poison as an injection.
Doctor, I need you to take a look at me. This pain is killing me.
That voice. Ah, jeez. Not very nice. I imagine we probably don't have a lot of time. Sort of half wondering if I'd get away with using his body. His disguise. Either way, I'm gonna have to put him in the closet. Like so. He has now been closeted. Alright. So I sort of think it's going to be fairly obvious. People will probably notice that there's only one person with this rank walking around, but we'll give it a shot anyway. I don't remember... Oh yeah, that went that way. And we'll just hope for the best. You know, rather than observing any patterns like a rational person would.
Heil Hitler!
That's worked so far. And here we go, picking another lock. Ah, damn it. These can be a little bit tricky. Come on. Oh, Jesus, this is... Arg! Perfect. And of course, the tape was always going to be in the safe. Bye-bye, tape. Oh, there was poison in there as well. Strychnine. 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 Yeah, whatever. It's poisonous just trying to say it. Alright. And of course now all we have to do is leave the castle. So the question would have been, would there be another... Oh, you've got to be kidding. And of course that makes sense too. The permits would always come from a commandant, you would imagine, or the top, so... oh well. Suppose I don't need it now that I am the commandant. Okay, time to wrap things up. Trying to remember the way we just came. Because this isn't suspicious either, you know, being the highest ranking person in a building and not knowing your way around. Yeah, this isn't the right way, but oh well. It's the right way enough. I think we want to go this way.
Heil Hitler!
No we don't. We want to go this way. No we don't. We want to go... this way? No, no we don't. Actually, yeah, why not? We do want to go this way.
Heil Hitler!
Yep, right back at you, son. Now, all I have to do is go down this hole. And, then we're done. Ooh, it's a good thing he's wearing those gloves. And that concludes our 2-week intensive course. Saboteur, that's not that bad. That could be so much worse. Enemies killed, 6 accidents, 1. Close encounters. I probably should have left the body on the bed, that would have made more sense, but meh. Let's watch the next cutscene and then we'll call it quits for tonight. I think it's been about an hour. Maybe just a little over an hour.
Command, I'm waiting for an explanation.
Herr Oberführer, I do not have an explanation.
But of course, you don't have an explanation. How it happened that someone killed Heinrich and my staff sergeant while the damn American was still in his cell? I'm sending all of you to the tribunal.
Herr Oberführer, could there be someone else working within the castle?
Really? Someone else working within the castle? At least someone here is working, you useless imbecile. Remove the body. Bring me the brandy.
Nick.
Comrade Major General, Colonel Strogov reporting.
That is Strogov. And as always, no need to stand on ceremony. Please sit. Do you remember the Bergen operation? You mentioned Vincent Rambaldi in your report. Was it your first meeting with him?
Yes, sir.
Here he is. How do you like him? What can you say about him?
Inconspicuous, smart, cautious.
Smart, cautious, but taken captive.
That is correct, Comrade Lieutenant. Do you always interrupt the Colonel?
My apologies, Colonel. Permission to speak, sir?
I'm listening.
How exactly would you describe your relationship with Rambaldi?
It's good.
Good?
We were soldiers, potential enemies. I saved him, he gave me intel. Our relationship is good.
And what happened after that?
I learned better English. And we will do this mission next time. I think we'll call it quits here. I hope everyone's enjoyed themselves. Feel free to pop in some other time, or yeah, whatever works. Cheers!